Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the TEW 2020 Randomized series here on the channel. As we're at the last leg of the round robin tournament, that is the Champion Carnival. And man, I mean, it's shaped up to be quite the last show, and then obviously who's ever the winner of the block, and then also the runner-up will fight at the finals to be crowned the first ever Champion Carnival winner, as that should be quite the exciting matchup, whether it's the Crippler, Lance Storm, or the Crippler, Mr. America, maybe even a three-way matchup of Lance Storm, Mr. America, and the Crippler. Who knows? But before we get to that, before we find out what happens, we got some backstage incidents to go through, as always. Billy Silverman as the first one, as he turned up very late, breaking a locker room rule, and we'll give him a stern warning. Don't be doing that. Mr. America got a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room for his selfish behavior. We're going to give him a stern warning. Gotta change your act. And then the Crippler turned up very late, breaking the locker room rules. Let's go give him a slap on the wrist so he doesn't go off on a murderous rampage. As, I mean, I think this should be in the Southeast. Yeah, it is. 62,000 at O'Malley's Alley. Perfect. As, just, to remind everybody, let's take a look at the final leg, and it is the Crippler at the number one spot. He retains the number one spot if he beats Mr. America tonight, and if he loses, Mr. America is going to take the number one spot. Lance Storm's in quite an amazing position, because if he, in fact, does win against Rikishi, he will tie Mr. America if Mr. America does lose, and then the Crippler will still win, but there'll have to be a tiebreaker match to see who takes on the Crippler at the final show. So that's exciting for Lance Storm. He does have an absolute chance. It's a slim chance, though, because he is taking on Rikishi, who is fourth right now in points with 9. Brian Pillman looks to maybe finish with double digits. He's taking on Bobo Brazil, and Bobo Brazil sitting at 7. We have, also Fit Finley there at 10, or 8 rather. I didn't even see him as he's taking on the Repo Man, so he's got a chance to finish with double digits, which would be huge for him. A man who beat Mr. America, the first guy to ever beat Mr. America. That's exciting. And, with kind of everybody else, obviously, Matt Superstar and the Long Dog Man, it's only right that they only beat Fit, both of them only beat Fit, and now they get to face each other to see who's going to win, who's going to be at the bottom of the barrel of the Champion Carnival, as this is what everyone's fighting for, is the Carnival Grand Championship, is because whoever wins this Champion Carnival will go on to the finals to battle for the Carnival Grand Championship. So they'll get a 2-for-1. You get the trophy, and you get the title, and you'll be the champion, our first ever champion. Very exciting stuff. As we're gonna have Finkel, we'll do his shit first. Howard Finkel welcomes everyone, as then at the next show, at the finals, that's when he's going to announce that they're not only fighting for the prize of the Champion Carnival, they're also going to become the Carnival Grand Champion. Exciting stuff. Exciting fucking stuff there. To the Champion Carnival. Perfect. 3 minutes, sure. Fuck it. Fink on the mic. And just because we might as well, as we're going to have a Mass Superstar promo. On how he refuses to be at the bottom of this tournament. So he's not a bottom. He's not a power bottom. Can confirm for the Mass Superstar. As just a little entertainment. We don't even have to cut one on Hong Dog Man. It's just kind of an out loud thing. And then Hong Dog Man is gonna cut a little promo while instead of performing a song. It's a promo. Instead, performing as instead of That's a little easier. Instead of singing. Says he's going to finish the bottom. So we got two dueling kind of promos about put Howard Finkel. There we go. He'll actually cut one on Mass Superstar though. Nah. We'll just have, since he's in the ring, but he won't be really targeted. So there we go. So now we got already 9 minutes on the card. No problem. So we'll just go ahead and add this match. And wouldn't you know it, they both are going to be at the bottom. It's going to be a draw. That's tough. That is tough. We'll go ahead and add Mr. America and the Crippler. And you see there, it's going to be a time limit draw. So the Crippler and Mr. America, which we're going to have to put him over again and help him try to keep him strong. Maybe he'll actually go with it this time. He does. That's a great sign for Benoit. So that just to kind of remind everybody. So Benoit is going to win. It's going to be 15-14. So Lance Storm, even if he wins his match, it really wouldn't matter. So there is that. So it's been set. The finals will be Mr. America and the Crippler. Like, that was, anybody was surprised with that? I doubt it. That's pretty much a foregone conclusion, if you ask me, as Pillman's going to get the win there over Bobo Brazil. Finley is going to beat the Rebo Man. And then, Lance Storm is going to lose to Rikishi anyways. So that doesn't matter really in that department. There we go. So we got 10 minutes to add. And, man, we already got a pretty nice show as far as promos and whatnot, so we just gotta add one thing. And, I think it's gonna be a tag match. I do love me a nice tag match. And I think we're gonna have Daisuke and Great Okan get a win over somebody. Because they've been kind of losing a good bit. I think it's time to put that to a stop. So we'll just go ahead and exclude. Yeah, we can do Trevor Lee PCO. We haven't done that team in a hot minute. That was an angle that we did for a while. Obviously, the traveling salesman and then the strongman, it just kind of made sense. Just very much carny folk that is PCO and Trevor Lee right now. But they're going to take the fall to Daisuke and the Great Okan. Daisuke, I think, will outperform PCO, but I'm not exactly sure. And we'll probably have to change some of the matches, I'm assuming. PCO was pissed about this match. I guess we'll keep him strong. That's alright. I do want to have a distraction from Miss Tessmacher on Great Okan. So I'm sure the Great Okan's never seen a woman quite like that give him any attention. Yeah, we'll probably just... There we go. I'm assuming it's going to be everything. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Rebuild Man's working with broken ribs. Crazy he's actually working the card with broken ribs. Steal the show. And then, obviously, I think this would probably be best as a brawl, if I had to guess. And then, we'll have Bobo and Pillman steal the show. And actually, just because we have a little bit of extra time, since we usually kind of book the minimum, we'll add an extra match. And, there we go. We'll have it be Glacier and Kenta. Because why not? Sure, yeah, let's say we've done this before. During the one of the Champion Carnival loops, Kenta got the win, and it was a 38. I'm curious to see what he did as far as ratings-wise. Who, off the top of my head, I do not remember. So I'll just take a look, in case I got it wrong. But usually Kenta should be the one who, yeah, he outperformed him. Maybe not. Yeah, let's think of something else. We haven't used Negro Crosses since March. Might be a good idea. Do him and a Scorpio Sky. Because we haven't used those guys in, like, forever. I was about to say, they haven't done anything. We'll actually have this one be set to steal the show, even though it won't. Just to kind of have it be that. Yeah, that's fine. Just because it's going to be the opener. I really have no idea who's going to perform better. I guess we'll just take a look here. The match history. So off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Scorpio Sky was a 29. And then Negro Casas was probably in the 20s as well. If I had to guess. He was in that 4-way. 25, yeah. So I'll give it the Scorp. Nothing like having a steal the show match. I will just have it be Car Crash. Because like they're definitely not going to steal the show. They're both in the 20s. That's going to be a really bad match. It should be god-awful. God-awful way to start the show. In all seriousness. But yeah, I think it should be a pretty good card nonetheless now. I think with the back-to-back going from Wild Brawl to Car Crash is probably going to hurt the card a little bit, but that's fine. You know, it's no big deal. In my opinion. I'll live with it. Yeah, 31, as always. Welcome, everyone, to the last lap of the Champion Carnival, if you will. Last stop. And, yeah, 25. They didn't have any chemistry, so that's fun. Negro Casas actually outperformed them by a point, 25 to 24. Somehow got the crowd buzzing. I love that. So 32 for the tag matches. Actually, Trevor Lee and PCO for sure outperformed him. As Daisuke Sakamoto with the Frog Splash on PCO. There's Bruce Testmacher interference. Yeah, and you know, that's, even though Daisuke and Great O'Connor have great chemistry, probably should still give that to Trevor Lee and PCO. But I'll tell you what, we got a pretty solid tag division for what we are kind of throwing together. Guys, obviously, in the randomizer, we've pulled together some teams. You know, Jado and Ghetto and Daisuke and Great O'Con, PCO and Trevor Lee, and even Tanahashi and Kenta. We got a fun little band of guys together as the Mass Superstar promo. Now, he refused to be at the bottom of the tournament. And the Hung Dog Man does basically the same thing. He's not going to be at the bottom of the tournament as well. We'll find out who is. And they both are. Great match, obviously, with the excellent chemistry and whatnot. Double count out. I love that. Double count out in 9:45. Yeah, that's right. I did do the 10-minute. So, yeah, it's just a double count out. That's just fine. I'd rather have that than the time limit draw sometimes. Sometimes you just want to spice it up a little bit. Have it be that. 64, though, is great. Great stuff there. 68. Didn't even do better than this match. It's Brian Pillman beating Bobo Brazil with Air Pillman. 64 for Pillman, 50 for Bobo Brazil. Didn't really have a chance. He was off his game as well. As I think, yeah, about to say, this match wasn't going to go too hot thanks to the injury from Fit Finley, or from Repo Man, rather, as Finley gets the one with the tombstone in 8 minutes. Poor Repo Man. Working with the broken ribs. Someone needs to make sure his envelope that has his paycheck is going to be a little bit on the heavier side for that. Oh, and Rikishi sprains his ankle. That's tough. Rum Shaker gets the win for Rikishi in 7:35. So Lance Storm outperformed him, but as far as placement on the card, kind of fucked up. We should have had kind of Fit and Repo Man after the Mass Superstar Hung Dog Man match, and then just that way it was a little easier. Then to the Lance Storm Rikishi, then we'll have Pillman and Bobro as the Maybe I just wanted to stack it kind of how their standings are, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, Lance Storm and Rikishi are going to be 3 and 4 pretty much. Well, actually, Fit's going to be 4, but they're going to be like 3 and 5. But still, fun nonetheless as far as this card in this tournament, besides the sprained ankle there. But 75 for the time limit draw between Mr. America and the Crippler. We're going to have to find out what's going to happen between these two men at now at the finals. Who's going to be the first ever Champion Carnival winner? Who's going to be the first Carnival Grand Champion? So much to digest. Can't believe it. What a show. 65. Main event definitely saved it. But also, too, Pillman and Bobo were 60. It wasn't that too far off, but that just the way the co-main was. We needed the main event to deliver, and it certainly did. And so we're going to put over Mr. America. We'll put over Crippler as well. And then also PCO to try to weather the storm there. We don't want him leaving. We've already had 2 people walk out. We don't want a third. as everybody was very happy, but PCO was pleased. Wow, and just like that, it's that's all she wrote for the Champion Carnival as far as the black matches go. And now the finals are set. Mr. America versus the Crippler. What else is going to be on that card? It should be pretty exciting to see. Maybe we'll do a 6-man, 8-man, maybe even with just kind of Mass Superstar, Hong Kong Man, like everybody that was in the Champion card. Maybe 2 tags just because we need stuff to fill out for the card. That could be a lot of fun. So that's probably something we'll do, like Lance and Pillman against like Rikishi and Bobo. That's a match there, and just and who knows with like Mass Superstar, probably Repo Man, just to have Demolition take on Finley and Hong Kong Man, I guess. Even though it doesn't really make a lot of sense, it's still that's a fun match. Yeah, that's part of what we'll do. Is learning as I figure it out. You gotta love that. So yeah, we'll catch you guys next time for the Champion Carnival Finals. Take care, everyone.